is tradition when Splatfests come around. A discourse blooms from each side. Players are always passionate, and as we know, Splatoon lore, whichever option wins becomes legally and morally correct in the Splatoon world.
However, this time, the discourse has spread to the OCS laboratory, as each of our scientists have their own theory, and coming to a conclusion has proven difficult. This month's theme is What's Your Partner Pokemon Type?
The scientists have run extensive tests to prove their own theories. One test is based on real-life attributes of the elements at play. The elements are isolated and placed in a container to battle it out.
Huh?
Now that we've proven nothing, we'll turn to the Pokemon games.
The smartest starter choice in each generation varies. To decipher the data, we can give out medals to represent the first, second, and third place based on their performance in gym battles from their respective games. The data breaks down just like this. As you can see, while Fire and Water fight for gold medals, Grass consistently collects the leftover silver medals, beating the other two types overall, based on sheer numbers.
Well, you see, those statistics are quite impressive. You neglected to realize how inferior Grass is as a type. The Pokemon Company only lends out their precious type combinations to the best of the best. If you look at the leftovers, you can see that Fire is the least favorite, with 2 outstanding type combinations, and Grass is almost equally as forgotten with 1. Water reigns supreme as Game Freak's favorite, as every possible water type combination has been implemented into the game. If we were to believe any source, it would be the creators, no?
Yes, the Pokemon Company makes the games, but the players are the ones using them in battle. When looking at placement data from the Pokemon World Champions that have been running since 2009, in the early days, Fire Pokemon started with mere embers, while Grass and Water Pokemon were preferred by trainers. However, as years went on, these embers grew into a roaring flame, since Pokemon like Incineroar bursted onto the scene. The final tally lands Water and Grass with 158 Pokemon and 134 Pokemon chosen respectively. Fire rages on with a massive 172 Pokemon chosen throughout the years of competitive battle.
Even with all the evidence and days of discussion, the scientists were back where they started. The types were all stacked evenly with 1 point each. That is, until they took a second look at the initial experiment. Gah! The innocent seed has absorbed all the water, causing it to flourish into a magnificent flower.
And my match is burnt out!
And with that, Grass is proven to be the objective. Wait, water type still reigns supreme. It's the most popular starter choice. Look at the graphs.
It's called objectively correct Splatfest, not subjectively. Get out!
And with the objective choice in their hearts, our scientists continue on their science adventure. Not only to decipher more questions posed by Deep Cut, but also to put out a job listing towards a new third scientist. Stay tuned.